Hi everyone! For this video I thought I'd give you a sneak peek into the studio, so like a bit of a behind the scenes tour. I've tidied up because you were coming. So yeah, why don't you come in and I'll show you some bits and pieces. This is my desk where I do all the drawing. I just sit here with all my pens and pencils and do all the analogue work. And then at the next stage would be the digital, so I have my big scanner and things underneath. But essentially I like to keep the desk pretty cluttered, but in sort of organised chaos. So these are all my pens and pencils. I like to have my options. Over here, just squeeze through, I've got my pens that I worked on with Statler, so they've all got my Wonder Beasts artwork on it. And I was very excited the day that these all came through the post. My mom always wants to steal them, but I don't let her. Over here, I've got all my reference books. So I'm super lucky in that my grandparents were gardeners and my dad and my mum were both marine biologists. So I have a lot of sort of scientific and botanical reference books, which are really good for my work. So like these ones are all my grandfather's gardening encyclopedias, and then over there I've got the more marine ones, and they're super helpful for when it came to using them for references. I like these little ones as well. The really sweet observer's guide to, what have we got? Birds, larger British moths and wildflowers. I'm scared to open this because I think I've cut it. Yeah, I have. Don't do that with your books. So those are all my reference books, and then I'll maybe hop over and show you some stuff on that side. So over on my left side of my desk is where I try and be a bit more organised. So there's like a paper trail for every piece of work that I create, because there's like a pencil sketch and then the inked artwork. So I store them all in here, and in here like every drawer is a different book. So that's the Secret Garden drawer. This was Enchanted Forest, and they're all in there, and then every couple of years it just gets too much and I have to sort of purge and have a big bonfire. I used to recycle them, but I caught people taking my drawings out of the recycling bin, which I don't really mind, but if I've binned them they're probably a bit rubbish, so it's a bit embarrassing. And I also tend to stick things up on the wall as I'm working on them. I find that sometimes if you're looking up close, you need like a bit of distance to actually see the picture. So after I finish a piece, I'll stick it on the wall and sort of look at it for a while and figure out how it's working for me. Here are some test sample bits and pieces that we're working on. So these are the greetings cards in a really special box. I love this box. This was a dummy for, I think, the Secret Garden journal, which is about to come out. We've got a nice gold foiled edge on the paper, love that. This is really special. My friend Tamsin at Studio Seed made me a really beautiful Christmas bauble. So it's a Lost Ocean Christmas bauble, and there's like tiny little gold fish and stars in there. Tamsin, Studio Seed, I'll put a link in the description for that. This is my daughter's artwork, taking after mum. Love it, well done Evie. And then over here, we've got all like the boring business stuff. Keep on top of that. And then this is my box of samples. So for example, here are my Chipotle cups that I did a couple of years ago. What else have we got? This was a wine label that I designed. So yeah, Heather and Yon. Some book covers for the Joss Sterling series. They were lovely to work on. Super pretty. Everything smells nice because I did some work for Crabtree and Evelyn and they had samples in this box. The cover for the Edinburgh Fringe Festival that I did, this was one of 3. And they were in an exhibition and somebody or some people stole the other 2 that made up the series, so I've only got this one left. Oh, leaflets for the exhibition. That was at Dundee. And what have we got lastly? Oh, a hand-printed beer label for Brewdog. So that's all those bits and pieces. I don't keep something of everything because usually my mum steals it for her memory box, but that's some of the bits and pieces. And then over here, lastly, we have all my books. So this is like my little library. And I get sent 2 copies of every foreign edition. So, for example, this was a bad one to pick. I have no idea where this is from, I'm really sorry. This one, I do know. This is the Italian version of Secret Garden because they have this really cool black and gold spine. But essentially every foreign publisher that I work with has their slight unique scope on the book, I guess. So they source their own papers and they amend the covers, and sometimes they change other things, like maybe the title is ever so slightly different. So I love getting the foreign editions in. What's another really good one? Here's the Japanese version. So some of them colour the covers and other ones leave it just black and gold. And these are the postcard books that we've just started releasing. So these ones are all Enchanted Forest. Here's some Secret Garden ones. And here's the artist edition. This is the newest thing that we've got. So this is the Pull Out and Keep colouring in book, only printed on one side. So that's all my books. And I guess lastly, this is my little corner of Cuckoo Clocks. These were all part of that exhibition in Dundee. And each one of them used to have like hands and a ticking mechanism, but it was driving me mad in the studio and it constantly sounded like there was a bomb about to go off. So this is the last one. I think the battery's gone. But I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with those. They just sort of hang around and remind me of the passing of time. So that's my studio, and yeah, that's all there is to it really. Lots of pens and pencils, lots of black and white, and a whole pile of books. So I hope you've enjoyed this little sneak peek tour, and yeah, see you next time. Bye!